Okay, Malawi, hold tight. Because this one's hot straight from Parliament. The MCP's new leader of opposition just had his first ever speech. And trust me, the DPP MPs didn't take it lying down. Ish! The drama inside that house could power ESCOM for a week. We're talking cheers, jeers, and pure political theater. This was no dull session. It was a live movie, my guy. So, get your cup of tea or chibuku, because I'm about to unpack what really went down in Parliament and why everyone from Zomba to Mzuzu can't stop talking about it. Let's roll! Now, picture it. Parliament packs to the rafters, cameras rolling, tension thicker than simmer without relish. The MCP Leader of Opposition steps up, adjusts the mic, clears his throat, and boom, the first words drop like thunder. He starts off calm, giving thanks to the former president for a peaceful transition of power, but every MP in that room knew this wasn't just any thank you. This was setting the tone, Malawian style. Respectful but loaded. The room shifted. Some smiled, others mumbled under their breath. You could literally feel the electricity buzzing across those wooden benches. For a first speech, this guy came in like a storm dressed in a suit. Humble, yes, but ready to rattle some cages. But as we all know, every calm start in Malawi politics hides a wild finish. And oh boy, the next scene was pure fire. Now, if you've ever watched Parliament live, you know it's like a telenovela with microphones. The moment the MCP Leader of Opposition started poking at DPP policies, the DPP MPs went full Osidakira mode. Point of order after point of order. Some even clapped sarcastically, others shouted, and a few stood up just to adjust their jackets. Malawian code for, I'm about to say something spicy. One MP from Zomba even jumped in, defending her car, claiming MCP protesters vandalized it before. Hey, the energy was so charged that even the speaker had to keep banging his gavel like a DJ trying to control a wild crowd. The DPP benches turned into a wave of interruptions, and the opposition side, they just smiled. That smile that says, we knew this would happen. But let's not just stop at the shouting. Let's ask, what's behind all this political kung fu? Behind all those points of order and political jabs lies the real chessboard. See, Malawi's parliament isn't just about who talks louder. It's about who controls the narrative. The DPP knows the MCP leader's speech is more than words. It's strategy. By claiming moral high ground, talking peace, democracy, unity, the MCP is basically saying, we are the adults in the room. And DPP, they know that if that message sticks with the people, especially the rural voters, it's game over. So they counter, not with calm, but with chaos. Deliberate noise to drown out the message. Classic tactic, right? It's like distracting the ref when your opponent is about to score. But in politics, every reaction counts, and every point of order tells you who is sweating the most. But to really understand why this drama hit hard, we've got to zoom out a bit and look at the bigger Malawi picture. Now, if you think this is just about one speech, think again. This parliament is sitting on a volcano of tension. Since the 2025 elections, alliances have been shaky, loyalties changing faster than the fuel price. DPP, MCP, independents, everyone is playing survival politics. So when the leader of opposition spoke, it wasn't just a speech. It was a test of who is still loyal and who is switching sides soon. The whispers around parliament corridors that some MPs are already eyeing crossovers. And when you mix that with hunger, fuel shortages, and forex drama outside parliament, you get a recipe for political fireworks. What we saw wasn't a random shouting match, it was coded language for who is losing grip and who is gaining ground. And while all this was unfolding inside, out there in the streets, Malawians were asking, kwali ya watu kukala giwapi?
Now, let's talk content. Forget the drama for a second. The speech itself dropped some serious bombs. The leader of opposition questions the DPP's deals with the IMF, the fuel crisis, unemployment, and that never-ending song called Electricity Blackouts. He even dragged the maize issue, saying government was buying expensive grain from Zambia when our own farmers are stuck with unsold maize at home. Aish, that one hit hard, like a slap with truth. DPP MPs were quick to defend, saying MCP shouldn't talk about IMF since they once ran from it. The finance minister even jumped up saying Peter Mutharika will never harm Malawians. Classic defense line, but the damage was done. For the first speech, this was political target practice with precision aim. But politics isn't just about pointing fingers. It's also about showing what you stand for, right? Now, let's take it to the real people, the folks who tune in on MBC or WhatsApp videos during lunch breaks. What does this whole drama even mean for the average Malawian? Simple. It's about accountability. The leader of opposition's message was clear. Stop talking, start doing. People are tired of promises. They want lower maize prices, stable electricity, fair recruitment, and an economy that doesn't collapse every 6 months. When the opposition talks of checks and balances, they're not just scoring political points. They are echoing what every Malawian says in minibuses daily. Meanwhile, the DPP defending itself is fair game, but the real test, results, because no one eats promises, Bambo. So, after all that noise, shouting, and points of order, how did it all end? After almost 3 hours of political ping-pong, the speaker finally called order. The House calmed, kinda. Some MPs clapped, others sighed. The MCP Leader of Opposition sat down to a mix of applause and glares. Outside Parliament, social media exploded. Clips flying, memes flooding, and Malawians arguing in the comments like it's a World Cup final. Some called it the most fire speech since Kamuzu days. Others said it was too much talk, zero action. But one thing everyone agreed on, Parliament hasn't been this alive in ages. This was democracy flexing its muscles. Loud, messy, but real. As the sun set over Lilongwe, one thing was certain. Both MCP and DPP left the building knowing the 2025-2030 political era won't be business as usual. And that, my people, brings us to the final word.